Let's speak about everything that is going on in the world right now in regards to GameStop, AMC, Wall Street bets, the SEC, the big money, the market manipulation, everything. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and I absolutely just have to speak about this at this stage. I've put it off for a few days, I've let everybody else cover it, I've kind of watched from the sidelines, but I feel like I have to make my thoughts clear on what's happening. First thing I'd like to say is that to everybody who has participated in this, power to you. You have literally been a part of history. This is going to be remembered for a very long time. There's probably going to be movies made about what's happening right now, and I really think it's only just beginning. What it's also shown us is that the SEC essentially exists to protect the billionaires, the big money. Market manipulation is okay when it's guys who have billions and billions of dollars, when it's guys who invest in your platforms. Yes, I'm looking at you, Robinhood. But market manipulation is not okay when it's a powerful army of everyday retail investors fighting the big man. And I really think that's what needs to be spoken about the most right here. So there's a few things I want to cover today, okay? Obviously, this news from yesterday, GameStop and AMC trading restricted by TD Ameritrade Trades, Schwab, Robinhood and others. It was even on trade in 212. I couldn't even get into my broker for most of yesterday. But this here should be illegal. I don't want to take a really strong stance on anything here today. I want to try to keep it as neutral as possible. And I understand that the brokers have to, look after their best interests as well, but this just isn't right. Losses top $70 billion on short positions in US firms. Boom! That 70 billion more than likely is going into the little guys' pockets, mine and yours pockets, guys. I want to speak about a couple of tweets from Justin Khan, okay? He got a tip that Citadel reloaded their shorts before they told Robinhood to stop trading GME. Now, this is by no way factual. This is a tip-off, whatever you want to call it. But if this is true, Ken Griffin and the Robinhood founders should be in jail. Legitimately. Chamath Palihapitiya did a fantastic explanation of what's going on, so I want to speak about this a little bit. And Elon Musk is chiming in as well, and essentially just saying that everything that's going on right now is BS. But in today's video I want to speak about all of this, and I just want to speak about what's really happening and how to look out for yourself if you're getting involved in this. So my friends, right before we do get into the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, and please, my friend, subscribe if you're new around here. All of that means the world to me. If you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that's the first link in the description. You get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, over 50 private channels, but they charge the first of every month, so you might want to wait until the first. So let's just start it off right here. GameStop and AMC trading restricted by TD Ameritrade, Schwab, Robinhood and others. There was also a few more in there. I believe Nokia was at one stage. Bed Bath and Beyond as well on certain brokers, I believe. Interactive Brokers said on Thursday, "We do not believe this situation will subside until the exchanges and regulators halt or put certain symbols into liquidation only." But you really can't just go and do that. There is literally a revolution happening right now. If people want to buy a stock, they should be allowed to buy a stock. It literally should be that simple. It should not be up to a broker to tell you, no, you can't buy this stock. I have really rich friends who don't want me to let you buy this stock. That's not how this should work. It's ridiculous. And just for the record, guys, I haven't bought any GME or any of these heavily shorted companies. I honestly wish I did, just so I could say I was part of it. I was part of fighting the big man, but I never did. Now, I can see it from these guys' point of view. I mean, they're going to have some powerful people with a lot of money who invest a lot of money into them, trying to influence them quite heavily because there's billions and billions on the line. But that should not be how this works. Now, this is the excuse they use. In the interest of mitigating risk for our company and clients, we have put in place several restrictions on some transactions. We made these decisions out of an abundance of caution amid unprecedented market conditions and other factors. If people want to buy a company, they should be able to buy a company. I think this is fair. A Schwab spokeswoman said that the platform changed its margin requirements, limiting how much an investor can borrow. I think that's fair, you know what I mean? I mean, if you don't want to let people trade these highly volatile things on margin, that's up to you. I don't actually have a problem with that. But if they want to put their own money into a company, if I go to my wallet, take out $50, I want to put that into GameStop, I should be able to. You don't have to lend me money, you don't have to let me do it on margin, but if it's my money, I should be able to do what I want. Now, the thing that a lot of people need to remember is that there would have been your everyday investors shorting GameStop as well. So you have to feel for those guys. I know it's a band of retail investors, it's a band of small guys like you and me pooling together right now, but what needs to be understood is there are people losing here. And what also needs to be understood is that this is leading to sell-offs across the market. I mean, literally everywhere. People are selling their entire portfolios just to go all in on GME or AMC, which is leading to, corrections to an extent, but a lot of unhealthy pullbacks as well, let's be honest. I just want to show you the GameStop chart, my friends, and this is just yesterday's price action. So they made highs of about 482.55. That was while the market was open. Pre-market, they actually briefly hit over 500. Okay? In the span of an hour and a half, they went from that all the way down to $113.69. There's a lot of people who don't really grasp the magnitude of the situation that's happening right now. There's a lot of people who are on TikTok, who are on Reddit, who are on Wall Street Bets, who probably haven't really invested at all before and just see all of this hype happening. And a lot of those guys are losing money as well. A lot of those guys would have bought up here and would have sold down here because they don't really understand the magnitude of everything that's happening. So obviously I love to see that a lot of people are making money, but there is also a lot of everyday people getting burned right here. If it could be done in a manner where we just take the big money, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I do just want to say that, like, please be careful, guys. Now again, it's not on me to tell you to buy or to sell anything, but please just be careful with your money. Because legitimately yesterday, there was people who bought at $482 a share. There was people who bought at $500 a share. And only less than 2 hours later, it was back down in the 130s. So just back to this, okay? One tweet from this man named Justin Can. Again, guys, this is just a person on Twitter. He is verified. You see it's gotten a lot of attraction. He says, just got a tip off that Citadel reloaded their shorts before they told Robinhood to stop trading GME. If this is true, Ken Griffin and the Robinhood founder should be in jail. 100%. That is complete and utter manipulation. It's absolutely insane. He says, this is class warfare. It really is. If that does come out to be true, which, you know, the SEC will easily be able to find out, they should be in jail without a doubt in my mind. Just so you guys are aware, Citadel has invested in Robinhood in the past, as you would expect, to the extent of hundreds and millions. Now next up, Chamit Palihapitiya, okay, he has this fantastic thread over on Twitter right now. A children's book explanation of what's happening. You'll find this on his Twitter very easily, but we'll go through it quickly because I do think it's interesting. If you are smart money, the big money, you're allowed to take your $1 and leverage it up to $15+. You can now buy $15 of stock, and if you promise to short companies, you can short $15 of stock as well, okay? So essentially, that means that you are $30 gross, but $0 net. This makes everyone feel good because it feels like you're taking zero risk, but in reality, your $1 is exposed to $30 of risk. Now you go around and tell your friends about both your longs and your shorts, and when you do it at a restaurant versus on Reddit, it's called an ideas dinner. You also publish your longs on a quarterly lag via an SEC rule, okay? We can see everybody's long positions. They have to publish them. You don't have to tell anybody about your shorts. Now, the less cool people who weren't invited to the ideas dinner start copying your longs based on your report. You realize that publicizing your shorts is also a good idea. So instead of only selling stocks, you also buy options, puts, which has to be reported. Now everyone can see both your longs and your shorts, and if you have a hot hand, you can likely predict that the cool people from dinner, as well as the less cool people monitoring your filings, will copy you. But then an outsider comes along and notices that the math is off. Apparently some of these shorts that you own represent more than 100% of the entire stock of the company. That's what happened with Gamestop. So he grabs his chicken fingers and champagne and buys and starts a massive short squeeze. Others see what's happening and they jump in. This is exactly what happened on Wall Street Bets and Reddit. Now a massive short squeeze starts. You have to cover your shorts ASAP, but the banks also notice that you don't have enough credit to cover the $30 they lent you, so they ask for more collateral. You now also have to sell your long position, so it looks like this. You see these huge spikes, my friends? What happens next is that a cascade of short covering and long selling starts, driving some stocks to the moon and others way down. Which stocks went up? Basically the ones that were the most heavily shorted by you and your buddies in the first place. And it's not clear who wins, okay? The big money are strong, rich, and have a lot of influence, so you need to do whatever you can to keep the rules in your favour. Maybe the SEC will ask for an open inquiry. Maybe Congress will hold hearings. Let's see. That's what's happening right now, my friends. So the big money are upset because the little guys came along and essentially took a lot of their money. So when they're taking our money, it's perfectly legal. But when we rebel, it's not. Elon Musk also brings up a fantastic point. You can't sell houses you don't own. You can't sell cars you don't own. You can sell stock you don't own. This is BS. Shorting is a scam, legal only for vestigial reasons. I think everything that's going on right now is absolute insanity, my friends. I think there is going to be a lot of backlash for a long time towards a lot of these brokers, my friends. I think there's going to be a lot of hostility in the markets, and I think there's going to be more volatility than we expected going forwards. Again, this doesn't only affect GameStop, AMC, it's going to affect a lot of heavily shorted stocks now. People are going to move on to the next one relatively soon. And what it's also doing is it's taking money away from people's longer term positions to pool into these short squeezes. So it's essentially taking a lot of money out of the market into these short term investments. Now hopefully eventually a lot of that money will go back into these guys' long positions. But I mean, it's been very, very clear to see over the last 2 to 3 days in particular. So guys, again, if you are involved in this, power to you. Genuinely, I love seeing it. I really, really do. But please, please, please be careful. Right now, the small guys are winning, and you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. but please be aware that, you know, there are people getting burned on a daily basis here as well. And it's not going to last forever and ever and ever. People are buying GameStop, okay, to take these, you know, hedge funds' money, the big guys' money. In order to take their money, at some stage, people are going to have to sell. And that's what we saw yesterday. Obviously, a lot of people decided, you know what, I'm done, I'm selling. So do keep that in mind. I mean, there is this huge pump happening, but at some stage, I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be next week, in a month time. There's going to be a dump because people are going to want their money. People are making 1,000+% here. A lot of people are up a few 100% at this stage. So do be aware of that, my friends. This is a pump and dump, without a doubt in my mind. Nobody investing in GameStop could care less about GameStop, and not a single person in this earth who has more than 6.5 brain cells thinks that GameStop is a good investment at this price. It is essentially making a statement. It is fighting the big guys. So please just keep that in mind, guys. But really, that is my thoughts on this. I really do hope that the SEC comes out and has something to say very, very soon, or else there's going to be a lot of uncertainty in the markets. There's going to be a lot of apprehension in the markets for a considerable period of time. But anyway, my friends, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed today's video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, and please, my friends, subscribe if you're new around here. Again, if you are interested in joining that private Discord group, it is the first link in the description, my friends. I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful, fantastic day. I'll see you in another video soon. Peace.